30 years and counting. This is Okanagan Sun football with Ryan Waters.
The 9-1 Sun clinched first place in the BCFC for the first time since 2005. The Sun have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, which begins on Sunday afternoon at the Apple Bowl. The Sun will host the number 4 seed Victoria Rebels for the third straight week. In the last 2 games, the Sun have outscored the Rebels 94-42. These 2 teams have met 11 times in the postseason, with the Sun owning a 10-1 record. BCFC Coach of the Year Pete McCall is relieved his club clinched home field advantage and hopes the Apple Bowl fans will play a factor in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're really excited about that. Be playing on our turf this weekend, be able to sleep in our own beds and get up and walk down the park. I mean, that's what we were shooting for all year, and that's where we're at, and we're pretty excited about that.
How's the team feeling being the number 1 team going into the playoffs?
Well, I think that's it's a great confidence thing for us. We know that control of our destiny. And that we have the home crowd behind us, and that it's much easier than having to do that horrendous trip there to the coast, over onto the island, and you have to miss a day of practice and sleep in a foreign bed and do all the other things you do on the road. So it's a much better place for us to be in the Apple Bowl.
Yeah, the Victoria Rebels for the 3rd straight week. Do you still have some things you haven't shown them yet?
Yeah, we have still got tricks in the bag. I don't know if they're going to come out this weekend, but we're going to try to play vanilla and just do the best we can with the athletes we have, and try to save some things for down the road if we get those opportunities.
You've had to cut the roster down now to 40 players. You haven't told the guys until Saturday morning, but is that one of the hardest things to do as a coach?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a heartbreaker, but I was told once by Lawrence Nagy, the former head coach, that it's never personal, and you always just got to think of the team, and when it comes down to wins and losses, you want to make sure you have the best guys out there. So it's never personal. It is hard at times though, and guys have to realize that it's performance based, and we want to have the best guys out there, and we're all a part of this. We all work hard every night, and we all going to share in the glory too.
Guys are banged up, especially heading into the playoffs after 10 rough games. What are the status on Dan Turek and Tori Tarkon?
Well, they're both out here tonight getting reps, and they look like they're on the mend, and they'll be ready for this weekend.
How do you keep your guys not looking past Victoria and a potential showdown with the Raiders in the BC final?
Well, I'm a broken record. I talk about just today, and just being in the moment and taking it one day at a time, and that's the way we look at everything. Tonight is, it's a microcosm of the whole year, and you just got to focus on today and keep your eyes on what you're doing, and those days will come. Let's just take care of today.
Last week in the regular season finale, Shott had one of those games players often dream of having. He would play all 3 facets of the game, account for 20 of the Suns' 50 points, set a new CJFL record with a 57-yard field goal, scored 2 more touchdowns, including an 88-yard reception, ran 41 yards, and assisted on 1 tackle. He was named the CJFL Offensive and Special Teams Player of the Week. Needless to say, he felt pretty good after the game.
It feels pretty good. It's a definite confidence booster. Just go out there, had a couple good opportunities, and capitalized.
You see, hit a 57-yarder, that field goal that set a new Canadian Junior Football League record when it left the foot. Did you know it was in?
I knew it had a chance, but I don't know. I wasn't sure, and then it hit the post and went the right way, so I was pretty happy. It was pretty crazy. I don't even really remember it, to be honest. I just remember being really happy just looking at Matt, and he just gave me a big hug, and I was pretty excited.
I want to turn your attention to this weekend, Victoria Rebels for the 3rd straight game. Are you a little nervous that you're playing a team for 3 straight weeks?
Yeah, it's definitely hard, especially when you beat them by quite a bit 2 times. It's pretty easy to get complacent, so we just got to have a solid week of practice and go in there and compete. It's going to be a good game. It's playoffs, so they're going to come to play, and it should be a good competitive game.
How do you not peek ahead to maybe a BC final and potential showdown with the Raiders?
You can't. You just got to take it step by step, and that's kind of been our motto all year. So we're pretty good at that, and just go in, have a solid game, hopefully come out with a victory. I'm sure we're all kind of expecting that we should, and then after that, go ahead.
The Victoria Rebels are making their 2nd consecutive appearance in the postseason. They will make the long trip to Kelowna on Saturday and are feeling the effects of a long, grueling season, as head coach John Cartalicia explains the health of his team.
Oh, not too bad. I mean, Cat's questionable for this weekend, but he's taking some reps tonight, so we're hoping that he'll be all right to go.
You face the Sun for the 3rd straight game. Does that give you a good idea of what they run?
Oh, yeah. If you don't know what they run by now, you shouldn't be in this business. I don't think either team's going to fool each other too much. We know the playbook probably as well as they do, and vice versa.
What have you learned in the last 2 weeks?
We learned that we've got to play 60 minutes of football. I mean, we play with them pretty good, and then we gave them 28 points in the 2nd quarter, and we did that a couple weeks in a row. If we can just string together 60 minutes of consistent ball, not give up the big play, I'm sure that we could, make it a close game and hopefully get it done this weekend.
And how's it feel as a coaching staff and a team to be back in the playoffs for the second year in a row?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, playoffs are an opportunity, and that's all we're looking for here is an opportunity to do something special down the stretch. And we've been, kind of week 5 after the Raiders game, we knew that we'd be, battling for a playoff spot. So to get one now that we have one, it's what are we going to do with it? So working hard this week, and we're going to go put our very best game on the field on Sunday, I hope.
The Sun Rebels and playoff football kicks off at 1 o'clock at the Apple Bowl on Sunday. Catch the play-by-play live across the Sun Football Network beginning at 12:45 with the kickoff show. Until Sunday afternoon, I'm Ryan Waters.